Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Real Time, where we talk about the movies we like.
And the ones we don't.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Molly.
And today, we're going to be looking into Beetlejuice, the 1988 Tim Burton smash that launched Michael Keaton's career.
Oh, was this his first movie?
No, I'm just saying that because it sounds nice.
Oh, yeah. I really didn't know. I was just taking your word for it.
Well, it did lead to him getting Batman, which is one of the things that he's most well known for. So, probably.
Yeah, I'd say it definitely helped his career.
We are, of course, talking about this movie now because Beetlejuice has come out, and we're going to go see that at the Chaffee Rock and Roll Drive-In.
Yeah, it should be a good time.
Should be a great time.
Yeah, the weather's nice. Even though it's early September, I think we're going to have a nice cool night, and it'll be good.
Yeah, we're going to take the little baby with us. She could probably go to see this, too. She doesn't need to be babysat by your mom or anything. We'll be okay.
Nah, she's very well behaved. I don't think she'll cry. As long as we keep her fed, she doesn't cry at all, so we should be good.
All right, so this movie is, of course, like I said, directed by Tim Burton, who I'm pretty sure he's come back to do the sequel, but let me check anyways.
Yeah, I just assumed so, but I don't know for sure.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, that's what I would assume, yeah.
This movie stars Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis as Adam and Barbara Maitland, a couple who ends up in a car accident and drowns after crashing off of a bridge because Adam let his wife drive.
Yeah. She sees a dog, and instead of, braking, she just kind of swerves and skids and goes right off the bridge.
Lesson learned. Women shouldn't drive.
I mean, I don't know if that's the lesson there. But all right.
They find out that they are ghosts after they died, which I guess is what happens.
I guess so, yeah.
Then they find out that the Dietzes, Delia and Charles, played by Catherine O'Hara, and pedophile Jeffrey Jones, have moved into their house, and they don't like them being there.
No, yeah, they don't. The wife, what's her character name?
Delia.
Okay.
Delia, or whatever.
Delia? Anyway, she wants to redecorate the house in a completely new style that the family really does not agree with.
No, and they find that they're able to be seen by the daughter, Lydia, played by Winona Ryder, who is kind of the black sheep of the family. She's kind of the archetypal goth girl, as it were.
Yeah, she says she can see the ghosts because, she's open to the strange and the unusual, so she's able to see them, it seems.
All out of options, they turn to the one and only Beetlejuice, played by Michael Keaton, to help get these people out of there so that they can have their house back.
Yeah. That leads to some trouble.
But it's a lot of fun, so it's all okay.
Yeah. Fun trouble is okay trouble, you know.
So, Beetlejuice. Well, I guess he's not coming.
Yeah, me scared for a second. You can't say it 3 times.
I just did.
I know. Scary.
So, this is the first time I'd seen this in a while. And, well, let's put it like this. The last time I actually watched this movie, George Bush was president. So, it's been a while.
Yeah, that is a long time ago. I've seen it more recent than that. But it has been a while.
Probably since Obama was president.
Yeah, we'll say that. I think you're right.
So, just general thoughts on this. It's a little meandering in places, but it's a lot of fun where it needs to be.
Yeah, it's okay. I definitely understand why I don't watch it every year for Halloween, you know? It's not on my to watch list.
Yeah, I agree. I love the makeup and the practical effects they have for all the ghosts. This movie actually won an Oscar for its makeup, so that should tell you that they did a really great job on it.
Yeah, I do like the makeup, practical effects. It's really good. It looks good. So that does help it.
Yes, it does. And I like. This is gonna basically match everyone else's opinion, but I really like the character of Beetlejuice. He's a lot of fun. He's always a joy to watch, and Michael Keaton is having the time of his life. Clearly, he said that this is his favorite role that he's ever been in. Actually,
Yeah, I mean, he's such a crazy and wacky character. You could tell. I mean, you have to have fun while playing him, since he's just so spastic. I don't know.
wow. Okay. Which leads to another interesting concept that to be able to play a good Batman, you should be able to play a good Joker as well. Michael Keaton clearly shows that he would have been able to be a great Joker with this movie.
Yeah. He could have done both characters.
Now that doesn't necessarily really that's not necessarily a hard rule to go by, because I don't think Adam West would play a great Joker. Neither would Val Kilmer. George Clooney could maybe. Ben Affleck maybe not. But Christian Bale and Robert Pattinson definitely.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't want to hear any Adam West slander coming from you.
It's not slander if it's true.
I will not listen.
Anyways, you do that a lot.
Oh, yeah. I don't listen to your bad ideas.
But yeah, Michael Keaton completely owns the role, and I'm not sure if if anyone else was ever up for the role, but I don't think anyone else could have done it justice. But we'll see. Okay, hold on.
Okay, what?
So some other actors were up for the role, and it's an interesting list.
All right, well, what? Who is it?
Well, the original choice was someone I guarantee you will not have considered. You would not have think of this person.
Yeah. What? Who?
Sammy Davis Jr.
I don't even know who that is.
Exactly. Wait, you don't know who Sammy Davis Jr. is?
No. Who is he?
He was part of the Rat Pack with Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin.
Was he the black guy?
Yeah, he was the black guy.
Then yeah, I do. That's why his name sounded familiar. Okay.
Also considered were Christopher Lloyd, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Dustin Hoffman, Robin Williams, Jim Carrey, Jack Nicholson, Bill Murray, Robert De Niro, Sam Kinison, Dudley Moore, John Cleese, Tim Curry, and Danny DeVito. Some of those actually would have been pretty good choices.
Yeah, I could see some of those actors doing a good job. It would be different, but it would still be a good Beetlejuice representation, I think.
The best one of these choices, I think, and the only one who I think really could have exceeded Michael Keaton's energy is Robin Williams, of course.
I was thinking Tim Curry.
I feel like he could match it, not exceed it.
I would also like to see Danny DeVito.
That would have been great, too. Mm-hmm. Also, Jim Carrey or Jack Nicholson would have been great choices.
Yeah, I agree.
Alyssa Milano was the runner-up for Lydia before Winona Ryder was cast. Also, other people who auditioned were Jennifer Connelly, Sarah Jessica Parker, Juliette Lewis, Lori Loughlin, Diane Lane, Ali Sheedy, Brooke Shields, Justine Bateman, Molly Ringwald, and Heather Langenkamp.
Some pretty big names.
Heather Langenkamp actually was turned down because she didn't want to play Lydia as a goth. Lame.
Yeah.
She didn't want to. She saw into the future and didn't want to enable future people on the internet.
Yeah, I guess. Sure.
But I think of those, Jennifer Connelly would have been my second choice. I feel like she was a pretty good talent in the 80s and still is now, obviously.
Yeah, she had some... Was this before or after Labyrinth?
This would have been after Labyrinth,
Okay.
I think, but I will take a look real quick.
Yeah, so it was after Labyrinth. She, had proved that she could do it.
Yeah, after Labyrinth. Labyrinth was 86. This was 88.
Oh, okay.
Kirstie Alley was offered the role of Barbara before Gina Davis was cast, but Alley turned it down due to scheduling conflicts with Cheers.
Fair enough.
Also, Sigourney Weaver, Linda Hamilton, Laura Dern, Linda Blair, and Goldie Hawn were considered. Of those, I think I would have gone with Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, some more big names. But yeah, could have been fine.
Angelica Houston was initially the choice for Delia Dietz before Catherine O'Hara was cast, but dropped out due to health reasons. Wes Craven was approached to direct the movie before Tim Burton got the job, but Craven declined because he didn't want to direct a horror comedy.
Yeah. I guess, how different do you think it would have been if Wes Craven would have directed it?
I feel like it could have definitely been darker, which, honestly, I feel like this story needed a bit more of a dark edge. Like, it's fine as is, but I feel like, personally, I could have enjoyed it more if it was a little bit more mean-spirited and a little bit more spooky, you know?
Yeah, because it is a little goofy, a little silly. I would not describe this as scary.
Not really, no. Like, if you showed this to a kid, they might get scared, but honestly, I wasn't.
Yeah.
I was having fun, though, so there's not really a whole lot of complaints here.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's fine as a comedy, but yeah, I don't think anyone I know would classify it as scary.
Yeah, and Wes Craven, he didn't direct any of the... He directed only 2 of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. Neither one of them had very many comedic, overtones or really a whole lot of jokes in them at all. He only did the first one and New Nightmare.
Yeah. So.
But I think... Yeah, it definitely would have been a different movie. I don't think we would have gotten the cast we got, but I think it could have been an interesting one.
Yeah, I think it could have been interesting. It would definitely be different. Definitely have a different tone.
Apparently, 90% of Michael Keaton's lines were ad-libbed, which I could see that.
Yeah, I believe that for sure.
This movie actually jump-started Winona Ryder's career.
Was this her first movie?
Her first movie? Well, let's see.
Yeah, I don't know if you know that off the top of your head, but...
No, this was not her first movie. This was her second, actually.
What was her first?
It was the 1986 coming-of-age movie, Lucas.
Nah, I have not seen that.
But, yeah, this was one of her first, just not her first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah, it definitely helped her career for sure.
Yeah, it's kind of wild to see this movie. Like, this takes place in 1988. Then just 4 years later, she's in Bram Stoker's Dracula as Mina.
Yeah.
It sort of feels like those two movies should be a bit farther apart than they are.
I don't know, man. I don't control the flow of time.
Dang.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, so... Oh, this is interesting. Catherine O'Hara met her future husband, production designer Bo Welsh, on this movie.
Ah, very romantic.
Okay, in the original script, the movie was imagined to be more of a graphic horror than a comedy.
Yeah, that would have been a lot different.
Yeah. I feel like too much in that direction could have also hurt it too.
Yeah, I think so.
In the movie we have now, it seems more like 90% comedy, 10% horror.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Maybe 85-15.
Sure.
Once you start really thinking about some of the, mechanics of some of these things, maybe it gets a little bit darker once you think about it with fridge horror and all that, but this is first and foremost a comedy than a horror. It has the horror trappings and the horror, aesthetics, but it doesn't go all the way with them, which, if it works, it works. And here, I think it works.
Yeah, I think it works too. Yeah, just because it's not scary doesn't mean it's not a good movie.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I would have preferred a little bit more horror, like maybe up the split to an 80-20 split or 75-25, but it's fine. You know, this is not my favorite Tim Burton movie by far. I have a good time with it, but it's not one I'm going to go back to a lot. You know?
Yeah, I agree with you. It's definitely not my favorite Tim Burton. To me, it's just kind of okay. You know, it's. Oh, bless you.
Bless you.
Um,
Bless you. Bless you. Are you done, sweetie?
I think she's done. But yeah, it's all right. It's not bad, but it's not up there on my list.
Yeah, I think just looking at my list on Letterboxd, I think it's around halfway up the list.
Yeah, that seems fair. Seems like a good spot for it, right? Just right in the middle, you know.
Yeah. There's definitely better works of his, and there's definitely worse. But if you feel like having a spooky time, but more emphasis on the fun, just put on Beetlejuice, man. It'll be exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah, I think so.
So that's all we have to say, I think.
Are we doing the second one in this video, or is it a separate video?
Separate video.
Okay. I just got to be. Yeah. All right. I was just wondering.
I'm not editing this out.
Dang, you really need to.
So we'll see you next time when we cover Beetlejuice.
All right. See you next time.